Hello and welcome to our 10th class on making your own makeup. This is our class on lipstick, lip balm, and lip gloss. Quick overview of our classes so far and forthcoming. So after this class, we only have 2 more classes left. So we're going to talk about putting it all together with some makeup tips and things like that. In our next class, our 12th class is our final presentation and a little bit of review for the test. So we are wrapping it up. This is the last class where we will learn about recipes and how to make things. So let's very quickly look at your class tasks for this lesson. So we have 5 tasks for this lesson. We actually have this video, a video on lipstick history, a video on looks, lipstick looks. So we're going to have the history, just an oral history, and then the actual look. So that's why I want you to watch both. We're going to watch a video on how to make a tinted lip gloss and then how to actually make lip gloss itself. We are not going to have questions for this week. I want you to focus on what your final project is going to be. You have all of your recipes now and you've seen everything after this class. So be thinking about that. If you have questions about that, please let me know. So I want you to start off with a little bit of a history of lip wear. The first video that I want you to watch features Candy Johnson, and she's very, very popular. She's a YouTuber. She's very, very popular in the makeup world. She does promotions for Treat Cosmetics. She has a really huge personality. She's a lot of fun to watch, and I hope you will enjoy this. What she's going to talk about in this video is the actual history of makeup, 5,000 years of history, so huge, huge history. A couple of things that I do want to highlight about this video. For one, I think it's really interesting that they used to use diamonds and rubies and things like that to make lip wear, and I kind of wonder what that would have looked like. I think that's really interesting. Another thing that I want you to pay attention to, and I've talked about this before, is that makeup is not only used for aesthetic purposes, for the purposes of just making us look pretty. It's sometimes used for practical purposes, keeping our eyes or lips or skin, whatever, protected, or spiritual purposes, keeping away evil spirits. It's also used a lot of times for political reasons. So as you watch this one, and actually the next one as well, please pay attention, and I want you to notice the instances where makeup is used in this particular class, where lip wear is used in a political fashion. So it's not just something that looks pretty on your face. There's more to it than that, and I want you to kind of pay attention to that. So go ahead and watch Candy. She's so much fun. I know you're going to enjoy this video. The next video that I want you to watch, so we've heard about our history now from Candy. I want you to see some of these things. So this is going to show you what some of this stuff looks like. Again, pay attention to the instances where makeup is used for a political purpose, not just an aesthetic purpose. Because you'll see it, actually there's a couple of different instances that they talk about in this video that really highlight the political uses of makeup, and I want you to pay attention to that. So go ahead and watch those two, see what you can get from them. They're a lot of fun. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about how to make some different types of lip wear. In this lesson, you are going to learn about 3 different types of lip wear. We're going to learn about a lip balm, how to make it just a lip balm with no color. We're going to learn about how to make a tinted lip gloss, and we are going to learn how to make actual lipstick. So the first recipe that I have for you today is honey lip balm. It's made with, you can use herb infused oil if you want to use an herb infused oil, or you can just use plain oil, almond oil or olive oil. It does not necessarily have to be an herb infused oil, but if you want to, certainly you can do that as well. You're going to use beeswax. You're going to use honey, a little bit of vitamin E to help nourish your lips and act as a preservative. In this recipe, you can also use essential oils. Peppermint is a favorite to use in this recipe. And what you end up with is you end up with a clear lip balm. It's not going to add any color, but it serves the purpose to protect your lips, to help your lips if they are chapped, to get your lips in shape, to act as a primer for when you're going to put your lipstick on. So you can kind of use that if you have cracking or flaking on your lips and you don't want to put your lipstick directly on that, you need something to kind of get your lips in shape. This is a great option for that as well. What you're going to end up with this recipe is something that you may be somewhat familiar with, and that is that it's going to be similar to Burt's Bees, to a Burt's Bees product, which are very, very popular and lots of people know. So this is a really fun one, and this is a great one to give just as a gift. So if we try any of these, I encourage you to try this one first and foremost. Now, if we want something for every day that has a little bit of color, but it's not a full coverage product, this is an excellent recipe for that. It involves beet juice and strawberry juice. And if you have already watched the video about makeup looks, you have seen using beets as lip wear. You saw the picture with the woman with the slice of beet that she was using to color her lips. Well, you can actually use that in a tinted lip gloss. Now, we're using beet juice and strawberry juice in this recipe with oil and beeswax. Now, here's the thing, the beet juice and that strawberry juice is a water-based product, and you're trying to put that in with coconut oil and beeswax. So if you remember the word emulsification, we don't have any emulsifier here. That is why that this product does not completely take on the color from the beet juice and the strawberry juice. So it will not emulsify, and you'll see it in the video that you're going to watch. There's going to be a little bit of that juice left over, but the color from the beet juice and the strawberry juice is going to be enough to tint your coconut oil and your beeswax and give it a little color, even if it's not a full coverage product. So this works, like I said, really well for something that you are going to use day to day for a casual lip look. So go ahead, watch this video, and like I said, pay attention to what happens when you mix the wax and a water-based product and it does not emulsify, because you're going to see that in this video. All right, so now we're finally at the end here with a full coverage product. So this is the recipe for lipstick, okay? So you can use a lot of different things as pigments. You can use pigment powders, you can use iron oxides, you can use some of the natural materials that we use, beet powder, hibiscus powder, things like that, in your lipsticks. The interesting thing about this, the process is very similar. You're melting your ingredients together and adding your pigment. What differs about this and what you're going to see in the video that you're going to watch is that you can actually buy the products or buy the equipment to very easily make your own professional looking lipsticks with the lipstick molds that make the bullet lipsticks, the cases and things like that. You can buy these easily on Amazon. You can buy them on TKB Trading. I've seen them in, I think they use a 4 mold in the video we're going to watch. I've seen them as many as like a 12 bullet mold. for lipstick. So you can kind of play with that as to how much you want to make. I would recommend, probably, unless you're giving them away as gifts, going with, or you're making them commercially, that you're going to want something that's just a 4 mold piece of equipment to put it all together. So go ahead and watch how this is done. I think it's absolutely fascinating to watch. I think it's a project that's just a ton of fun. So you can go ahead and you can see how that's done. So we've gone from no color to a full coverage of color product here. So we've kind of gone the entire gamut of lip wear here. So hopefully you have enjoyed seeing this. I think it's really interesting. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. And if not, I will see you next time. No questions for this week because we have kind of an extra video thrown in there. So go ahead and just watch those, enjoy. But do pay attention, like I said, to some of the political uses of makeup, because I think that's a really fascinating aspect that sometimes we kind of forget about, but it's a very important aspect of wearing and making and using makeup. So, all right, guys, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.